Hi, thanks for popping by. Today we're doing something really quite different and really excited about this. We're going on a boat tour in Crystal River in Florida, and it's to see the manatees in their natural habitat and all other sorts of wildlife. And we're going with Captain Mike here today. It's a 3-hour boat tour, so stick around and see what we get up to. This is where you check in for the boat tour.
Siamo a Crystal River, un posto dove ci sono i lamantini in acqua, sono protetti di tritetti, siamo venuti qua per vederli. Abbiamo dormito qua stanotte e pensavamo di vederli stamattina presto all'alba, non c'erano, adesso facciamo un giro in barca di quei tour organizzati. There's a lot of observers. You're okay. You're alright. You're okay. Yeah, that's so true. It's kind of like Australian number 2, isn't it? Yeah.
So we're going down to get a pontoon for the next 3 hours. And our boat for the day is Scott Turner. Very apt.
Here with you guys that are swimming, when you do get into the water, it's refreshing. It's not cold, it's refreshing. So Lord help me Jesus, Mother, when you get in the water. Alright, so this right here, if you can see this at the end of this dock, see that swirling? Yeah. That's a catfish hole. That goes down to about 30 feet. That is a beautiful spring right there.
Wow.
So as you can tell, we're doing dock maintenance right now. The docks were destroyed this last storm. Just for grins, just in perspective, the docks that you just loaded on were sitting on top of the poles. Wow. So we got the surge that came in here. So everybody on the lower homes, they all had water in. It did do something to the water. It stirred it up. It brought in a bunch of silt, and it's probably going to take a few months for it to clear out. This happened during Hermine, which was in 16, and the No Name Storm, which was in 1993.
Alrighty guys, so my name is Captain Morgan. I'm going to be your in-water swim guide. So I'm going to give a little quick swimmer's briefing, so if y'all want to tune me out, you're more than welcome to. I won't be offended. So for my in-water guests, y'all are going to be my best friends today. Alright, we're going to be best friends. We're going to hold hands today. I'm going to hold your feet like a weird foot fetish. So, our baby manatees. Our baby manatees squeak to communicate with their mothers. However, the moms squeak as well. They just squeak at a frequency that we cannot hear. Alright guys? Alrighty. Good looking manatee. That's why we wear the wetsuits. You're going to simply tuck your elbows nice and tightly into your chest and let that manatee interact with you. However, if you look up at me with the absolute fear of God in your eyes and you're like, absolutely not, Morgan, I do not like this. This animal is too big. No, absolutely not. I'll be able to tell with your facial expression. I will simply try my best to remove you with that manatee. Try my best. Alright.
Don't always happen.
Don't always happen that way. But
If
I
they
will
got a
do my
hold of
best.
you, they ain't gonna let go. It's like, oh baby.
Correct. But yeah. Like I said, manatees don't see very well, so they think we're funny looking manatees. Alright? It might be a little attractive to you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that says about you, but I didn't say it. Alrighty guys. Now in some of our areas we might be able to touch. However, try your very best not to stand. The more you stand, the more you stir up the bottom of all that sediment, and the more your visibility is going to be reduced. However, if you're drowning, flailing, and panicking, please stand up. No, this is not the floor is lava. Alright guys. Alrighty, if you're only 7 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. If you go right out that river that way, that is the Crystal River. That is the river that leads to the Gulf of Mexico. Like I said, we are only 7 miles from the Gulf. Technically, that means our waters here should be brackish. However, we have so many springs here that it pushes out absolutely all traces of salt water. We have 42 named springs, but thousands of unnamed springs out here in Kings Bay. And all of those springs put off about 400, 600 million gallons of water every 24 hours. Push out a lot of salt water. However, we are tidal here. We are approaching a high tide. We are one of 10 ecosystems in the entire world that is like this. We're a completely freshwater ecosystem with a tide. Very, very rare that you get to see that. We are the only one in the United States, if I am correct. Alright guys? So if you see find a warm spot, you got a little too far from the springs. Or it could be something else, but that's up to you guys.
That's all right then.
But if we do see one, and we probably aren't going to see one, it'll probably be this big, and if I get close enough, once it gets close enough, I'll catch it for you. I'm a Florida native.
Love it.
No, they're more scared of
How
us
excited are you?
than we
Very.
are.
You can see it's shallow over here. We call this the shallows. In this last storm, that see, there's a picnic table up by there. Yeah. I believe this last storm brought that picnic table in for flooding.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's a good spot.
Banana Island right here on the we're going to the other side of Banana Island. That's where we found the manatees last
I've been
time.
to one in Australia.
Banana Island. Great name.
I probably learned how to swim right here. Earliest memories, my dad's boat being on the bottom when the tide went out, being right here, playing in the sand.
Huh?
Then when I was 8 or 10, we come over here to the island. We put up, we thought we were pirates. We come over here to the island, our dads would just let us go over.
What a great childhood.
It's different time, you know.
Can I say, Chaz, you got a bit of pirate look about you, to be fair.
I got pirate thing going.
I think Chaz is a pretty pirate.
Yeah.
I got
It's a
3
bit too
parents.
pretty to be a pirate. Yeah,
I do
okay.
have 3
He's got
parents.
parrots.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Those are brown pelicans. So the way brown pelicans work is when they're juveniles, they're brown. Like the one all the way to the right, that is a juvenile brown pelican. However, after they get old and wise, the hair on their head turns white. So those are all brown pelicans. And then the other birds, those are cormorants. They're jiggling their necks so they don't sweat, so that's how they cool down. Really?
Just one. Hold it right there.
Did you see its back come up there? Did you see its back come up between them?
Yep. There you go. The whole thing goes in your mouth. Breathe in and out of your mouth. Not your nose. There you go.
I think they're like
Walk in
swimming around
backwards.
it.
You're right. They got 2. Count to 30 when you get in the water. Yep.
She said they've got 2. There's
I
2
heard what
over
you
there.
said.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the boat and behave myself.
My wife hits me with a stick all the time. I got a redhead. Curly hair. Been married 30 years.
Ah.
She throws things at me.
She sounds like a good woman.
She's a good one. Organs, and you know, their hide's like this thick, so their ribs are solid. So if a boat hits them, it's like hitting a rock, and usually you tear your motor up. So when a lot of these guys, you'll see marks on them. Engine's going through the water, here's the prop. It's moving like this. That animal's in the process of trying to get out of the way when the engine goes over the top of it. 9 times.
Why don't they, so they don't drink the water that
They'll
they're
drink
in?
this water,
Oh.
but not seawater.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I can see it. Oh, well done, Chaz.
Let me get these guys.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Go away, Jake.
Excuse me.
Oh, no. Sorry. Sorry, they're going back in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real gentle, swim right over like I told you.
Owen, are you getting in?
Come here, buddy.
Sarah!
You better get in.
There's a manatee over here.
It's a matter of, that's just
Where
a
is it?
state of mind.
What's your name?
I don't know if this thing will stay, Chad.
Oh, look. I can see it. Ah.
Can your feet touch the ground or the floor here?
Yeah, there's a bunch of rocks over there and we skim them on
Really?
our stomach. Yeah.
But like all across can you? Like, could you stand up?
I didn't try.
Oh, over here, yeah, you can stand up.
Oh, really?
There's big rocks over there.
Looks like he's turning a little, don't it?
Yeah, it might be slowing down.
Want me to go?
Yep.
I really wanted to do it, but I'm not a confident swimmer. But then you got all the floats and stuff. So
Definitely do it next
Oh, I'm definitely doing it next time.
Are you guys gonna do it?
Definitely doing it next time.
Yeah.
Well spotted. Well done.
Right up here on the shoreline.
Well done, that lady.
So the day before, they didn't have all the sanctuaries up around King Spring. Had 4 people in the water. It was cool. It was like, I'll never have a trip like that. Right at the entrance, a little canal there. Out on the surface. So that was a 7 o'clock trip. So I was back at the dock at 10 o'clock in the morning. They had put up all the
Now he's back up against him.
throughout the day. So when I showed up the next morning, they got all the balloons up. Well, I can't take her in. And I get up. This manatee came right over the boat. All right, she's getting in the water. So she gets in the water, the manatee comes over and grabs the hold. This is where it goes. I gotta find it.
But were they harm you, or are they just?
See, you watch the video, all right? You can't molest them. You can't go up, wax on, wax off, but they can watch the video. Right? So when I'm tugging on it just feels like somebody's tugging your hair. They have no teeth up front. They've got marching molars that's way in the back. You got to reach down about that far in order to feel teeth.
That is.
Because the other boat goes, hey, have you been up in there yet? Nope, I'm fixing to go. I threw my fins on. I went up inside because I've got my own back here. I went up inside. I had 6 chase me out. One grabbed my left leg, and he's hanging on to me. So I'm kicking like this. I'm dragging him. He's just hanging on. Probably from here to the shoreline, I drug him that far. The guy still got a hold of Barbie. He lets me go and bumps the one that had a hold of her, and they both took off. Now, when I turned 50, my wife made me cut my hair. Had a ponytail. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I grew my hair. I was like, yeah, screw that. I was one of the only. I was one of the only medics that had a ponytail. My best. She made me cut my hair. Oh yeah. Well, I was up at Jurassic Spring.
Right underneath me.
The girl from private boat. She's over there just jumping away. The in-water guy. I have my people over there. All the manatees.
That way.
Alright, I'm leaving this manatee alone. He does not want to swim with us.
You're not supposed
I'm
to
leaving him be.
anyway, are you?
You don't want to manatees on a video?
Well, the thing is, if it comes over, cruise with you, open bar. You can reach over and you can go in. Feels like a wet football.
We gotta go deep. He floated with us for a sec. Swim under? Yes.
You just can't go up.
I told you, Chuck.
Oh yeah. Some people you just can't.
No.
Yeah.
They just don't get it.
People from Hertfordshire.
You gotta enjoy it, yeah. That's big.
Big one or little one?
Cups, yeah. It's a wedding reception. Hey! And they're hollering at him, going, "What are those?" I just let the parents deal with that. Yes. And that'll take you about an hour to walk through it all. It's off the chain. It's good. There's a lot of horse riding stuff over here. Yeah, go over to Ocala. Ocala. You know, she's old, she's ornery. I can't really hold it much anymore. I used to be able to. She's just old. And I've got a 22-year-old Quaker. He's a little guy.
Our dogs get really old. Once they get to a certain age, you've got to let them do what they want to do. Because as you said, they get ornery, don't they?
Yep.
I would imagine these houses are really expensive, aren't they? Any river front.
So none of these big homes was here when I was a kid. Well, if you're going to be working Tom would like to keep the Houston over there. That's the view. That's Lorraine. Yeah. Tail, you won't be able to.
Oh, there, there, right in front. I saw it there.
Manatees?
No, that's, I think it's what you just said.
Gar.
There's something.
There's one here. Here, just come up here.
Did you say how long they hold their breath for? How long can they
There's
hold
one
their
right
breath?
there.
Another one there.
Oh God.
So,
There's
normal
loads of them, huh?
conditions, 3 to 5 minutes.
Right.
When they're
Now this is not an average size osprey nest, so this is a very, very abnormally large.
Huge.
It's Bob the Builder right there.
Like an evening.
Yeah, this is like a bird, but you come for the weather. Because you like the
It's a beautiful bird.
So you get guys that keep this coming in just a little bit. There's you can get rid of it, but you got to go through the Fish and Wildlife.
Right.
See, the mating pair are gone. They'll come back every year, and the babies are gone. So once the babies and the mating pair leave, then you can petition to have it taken away. Now, what that guy did is he ended up, because they kept coming back, he ended up putting a pallet. That thing's sitting on top of a pallet. That's how big around.
That's an amazing gift to be the baby.
So my dad was
Like when you're young.
got his captain's license. I think in 1975. My wife's kept me in check a lot.
It's like I do, which I cut it off.
I can't be doing that no more.
Garage for boats.
There you go.
That house is tall, it's here, this.
Look at that.
19, we ready?
Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. We'll drop anchor right over here. Trying to figure out where the other one is. In front of us. Straight up ahead. See it?
I'd almost rather that.
Oh, look at that view though.
Yeah.
Can I just say, look at that view. That's stunning, isn't it?
Cove. That's Captain Doreen. She's retired. Her husband's up here in
Look at that.
Really?
Dive shop. I'll be sitting at the front counter with the 50 like 2
you want me to back out?
Everybody take a seat for me.
The menu for Bluefin, which is down at Brown Paddock Square, the Villages in Florida. It is a fish restaurant, so as you would expect, it's predominantly fish, but they do offer some alternative dishes for those that perhaps are not as into fish, such as the cordon bleu, the ribeye, and so on. But you come here because it's fish. It's actually a very nice restaurant. It's got a very nice atmosphere, as you can hear. It's a Friday night, so it's very busy. But that's how we like it. A nice atmosphere. There's the menu. And here's the wine list. So I've got a great selection, something for everybody. The thing to point out is they don't actually sell lager. So if you've got non-wine drinkers, there's not much choice other than things like Blue Moon and some of the more local offerings. I've got some lovely ribs with a spicy Thai style coleslaw underneath. Grant's having calamari. Dave's having mussels. Brad's almost had his sushi. I've had the fish and chips, but I didn't have the chips. I changed it for a potato gratin, which looks delicious. Jade's had the gorgeous rainbow trout. Rainbow trout looks fabulous. Grant's had the fish and chips. And Bradley has got ribeye steak.